Good morning. This is Judy at Artistic Artifacts. Hope everybody's doing well today. You can see, if you are close enough to come to the store, you will see some big changes that we have going on. And in a couple of weeks, Chris is going to do a store reveal. So be on the lookout for that. Barbara and I will be at Bernina University, so learning what's new and seeing the new launches and that type of stuff coming up in a couple of weeks. And Kyle will be road to Virginia. So show him some love, bring him some cookies, because he's going by himself. So he'll need cookies and sodas or spritzer or water or something. Anyway. Whiskey. No. You can't do that at the same time afterwards. So we got a lot going on, and there's been a lot of changes in the store. And we're really pretty excited about what we've done. There is, so that is coming up. We have some new store hours that, I think we've mentioned a couple of times. It is in our newsletter. And if you do not receive our newsletter on Mondays and Wednesdays, Wednesday is 5 o'clock. It will, you're going to want to sign up for that, because that really tells you what's going on here, what's on sale. We have a good sale coming up on Monday. I can't tell you what it is though, but it's a good one. And that's important to keep up. So our new hours, that was where I was going with this, about the newsletter, because everything's announced in the newsletter. We are active on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you to Chris. So summer hours, which have started in June. We have Thursday evenings that we are open until 8 o'clock. So that's 10 to 8. We have scheduled events on Thursday evening, open stitch, how do we use it, certain things like that are scheduled, and they are posted on our workshops and events. Then on Sundays, we have a few Sundays where you can rent a 6-foot table to work on. There's no teacher. It's a gathering. It's a place to network with other artists. You can bring a sewing machine if you can get it up 2 flights of stairs. You can bring paint. You can bring stamping, hand stitching, whatever it is you want. So each 6-foot table costs $15, and we do ask that you reserve it. You can do that on our workshops and events section, because we kind of need to know. So that's helpful for us if you do that. All right, so that means we're open on Sundays. If we're doing open studios on some Sundays, that means the store is open from 11 to 4. And we are committing to these hours, these additional hours of Sunday and Thursday, June, July, and August. So we will have to make a decision as to whether we're going to continue this through the end of the year. Please show up and shop, because that's what's going to support us keeping those hours. I hope that's clearer than mud anyway. So we do have all of that. Now, one of the things we do, I continue to do textile tours. It's a fabulous opportunity for me to be able to go into places, weaving workshops, boutique artists, all these things that I may not do on my own. So I have much more friends. I have much more fun bringing friends with me. And so we take anywhere from 10 to 20 max, including me, on these trips. So India is a big one. Indonesia is another one. We do also have Italy. Italy's a little different because we're not necessarily going to artisans' workshops. We actually have a studio for ourselves to create a mixed media journal. That is in September. There are still a few slots open for this September. We start from the 7th, which is a Saturday, where you usually from the U.S., you fly overnight, arrive in the morning, and then Saturday's the 6th. Okay. And then we leave on the Sunday morning the following week. 13th. Okay. Lots of great things to do. With studio work is fabulous. I have all the supplies over there. You don't need to worry about much. And that is a lot of fun. We go to Ischia de Castro. It is in northern Italy, about an hour and a half north of Rome. Sorry, it's not northern, I think, of Milan. Lots and lots of fun. So if you're interested in that or any of these textile trips, please email Judy at artisticartifacts.com. That will go directly to me, and then I can forward you to the people who are responsible for organizing it. So when we're on these textile trips, we absolutely get the opportunity, especially India and Indonesia, to go to studios, to meet the handicraft artists, and buy products. So I bring back things that I hope that you will like. So I want to show you what I've started doing with the website. And I'm not sure how this is going to work. Let's see. All right, so here's Artistic Artifacts. I don't know about the lighting on it, so hopefully everybody can see. And so I was just talking about workshops and events. These are things where you have our recorded clubs that you can join at any time. We have How Do I Use It and Open Studio. So this is where you're going to find reservations for those. Now, what we're going to talk about today is artisan handicrafts and gifts. So this is Indonesian batik panels, our hand-carved wood blocks. We have our chops. And then there's some other additional gifts and handmade items. But what we're going to look at today is sarong, scarves, and wearables. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. This is sarongs that you're seeing. But this is what I really want to show you is these are the scarves. So this was a trip I took several years ago. And this is in central India. So what I'm now attempting to do is go back and actually show you the where I was and the artists. So within the scarf, the product you're going to see here, you're also going to see these two gentlemen. This guy in the middle is a master. His family has been doing these bog printed items for centuries. His family goes back centuries. So not only do you see the product and you learn about the product, but you actually see the people behind it. And so he was the one that I was able to do the first one. Okay, this picture is great. So here is a picture of everyone. So this was a tour down central India, and you can see there I am, and we were greeted like U.S. envoys. We were written up in the newspaper. We received these welcome garlands. This is the father. It's a father, son, cousins that all have these little individual workshops, and they brought everything they had ever made, I swear to you. And we were shopping. And so shows them this work. This is a very, very unique block printing process. My understanding is it's Persian, and as the Persian cultures started moving down to India, they brought that with them. So he's woodblock printing. Here, they're sitting on the floor. This is a padded table, and here's his woodblock. This is what he's using as his dye, and it's a natural dye. I don't quite understand what the makeup of it is, but trust me, it's very thick. This is the other gentleman. It's part of the family. So, and then this is a scarf. So I'm hoping what this is going to do is show you the stories that are with these items, and to make you see that they're very, very special. So the next thing I want to show you is a little bit about the materials. So this is, again, Central India has a place called Chandiri, and it is a weaving studio that is signified by this metallic thread down the side. So artisans buy the raw materials in India to create their artwork that is Indian. So let me back up a minute. Can you get up? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I want to talk to you about the materials. So this is samples that were purchased from the Bog Printing. This is an amazing, amazing silk. This is not China silk. This is a very wonderful weight of silk, very high quality, and the printing is all by hand. So I happen to like this one. And this green one is on the website. So I tried not to tease you with things I hadn't gotten on the website yet, because all of these one-off things are really difficult. You'll find more available in the shop, but we wanted to be able to have them on the website for you too. So there's these pieces, also colors. These are natural dyes. So they tend to they're known for black and a color. Let me show you. Now this one, I don't know. I won't swear that it's on the website. So sorry, but so this is one I want to show you this is a Chandiri, printed on a Chandiri scarf. So this silk is hand woven in Chandiri in India, because it has the metallic down the side. Then it goes to the artisan in Bog, and he prints these. Now, I don't know about you, but that block printing is pretty flipping amazing. This is, again, beautiful, beautiful silk. All right. It just has an amazing, amazing feeling. I remember way back when is that you could tell the weight of silk, and they called it the mummy. And I can't remember it anymore, and I didn't get a chance to look it up to be able to explain it. But the weight of the silk was about the mummy. So these are from there. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful quality. The silk is just fantastic. These are, let me show you these ones. On that same trip, and I have not updated the website on this, and it just fell all over, we did go to a batik factory, and I'm working on finding those pictures so that I can add them to the scarves for you. So they're coming as well. So this was, considering I really love Indonesian batik. I think that the quality of the patterns and the handwork that happens with tulises cannot be, it's not the same everywhere in the world. It's very unique in Indonesia. So when I went to this block printing and batik painting, this is what we saw there. So this is printed. It's a Chandiri as well. These are block printed. Sorry, I didn't show you a batik one yet. Here's a batik one. Those are block printed. Are
all the scarves the same size?
No, they are all different sizes. There are shawls, which this is a shawl. Then you have scarves, and the measurements are all on the product. So this is a batik. And again, I like the weight of things. I don't know, as I get older, I don't like to have a lot of heavy things, but there's lots of people that do. Let's see. So these are a little bit smaller. These came also from India, in the mountains of Punjab, and they are cotton. But these are ikat. You can see that they are there. And I think I've taken a small markdown on these because when I bought these, this was during the pandemic, and I had a woman in India Asia who I was trying to help the villages earn some money to buy some food. So this is one of the things. So this is a very, very long warp that's been dyed. It has a ikat pattern on it, and there's multiple colors here and here. So you can see there's different colors. I mean, it's just a fabulous, I mean, you're talking about a very primitive loom to be able to weave these beautiful ikats on. Then I want to show you these. These are Indonesian, and I bought these again during the pandemic to try and help a family buy food, and they're very small, short, shibori type, and this is, I think it's a rayon. It's definitely not a silk, but it's got a nice feel to it. It's short. It's the beautiful shibori. Okay, and then we have multiple colors. So this is, I bought this from my antique dealer that is in Indonesia. He has since passed, but I was able to help his family during the pandemic. All right. Any questions about anything at the moment?
No, but Carrie says hi.
Carrie says hi. Hi, Carrie. All right. And as you can see, we've kind of got a corner going on here that we've changed up the store. And this is kind of a halfway point where we have some of these unique items for sale. As I said, there's more here than there is on the website, but we work really hard to get them up there for you. So you can see on the top are canthas, and they're vintage canthas, and they have some kantha stitching on them. They're from West Bengal. We have sarongs. I'm looking for my hook. These are on the website as well, and they are hand drawn. But when we say sarongs, we want you to really think fabric. For us, I mean, I wear my sarong at the beach, or wear at the pool, or wherever I go, but it's really an amazing piece of fabric that these have been hand drawn and hand painted with dye. I mean, can you see an absolutely fantastic tunic out of this, or a jacket out of this? Please think fabric for these. They are going to be very, very unique. You're not going to find this on the person down the street, unless it's me. Maybe you'll see me in it. But these are usually 2.5 yards by 40 inches wide, any sarong. So you have them. There's some of the newer ones that we hope you think of as fabric. We do have some collector sarongs, which are very old and antique. But that is there's many that can be used as I said, fabric. All right. So what do you think about looking at an item and seeing where it was made or who made it or the people that are there. Does that interest you at all? Does anybody have any comments about that while I fold things? Kyle says that's good. No. Anybody there? Nothing's happening, huh? Okay. All right. Well, I can keep talking. That's for sure. All right. So the other category that I wanted to, well, they still have within artists and handicrafts. I wanted to, one comment? Woo!
Kathy might have to elaborate, but she said pants.
Pants. You can make pants out of those. Yes, you can. Absolutely. I think Layla wants a pair of pants out of that.
We do have the jackets, right? Can you pull one of those out?
Yes, we do have the jackets. We don't have those online though. That's so every time we order jackets, we get different ones. This one has and we have XX to small. So these are vintage canthas that have stitching on them, and it's a chain stitch. And these are different than what we got the last time. Still a shawl collar, but the fabric is different. And so they start with vintage cantha blankets, which we also have those that are here. And then they make the jackets out of them. So, and pockets. So that's a little bit different. And then we have vests that are indigo. Those are on the website, but we've also gotten some multi-pattern vests also, which I wear those quite a bit. I'm more a vest person than a jacket person. So, okay. The other thing, let me pick these up. On Google, there's a really interesting maps that are drawn now based on textiles. There's one for Africa, there's one for India, there's one for Indonesia. I've also seen a map of patterns that are unique to certain areas. So you can Google those. It's really kind of interesting to see that. Everywhere in India are hand looms. So they are 4 harness hand looms, very primitive, very basic, string heddles. I was a weaver in my first life, so you can look at some of these, and they are weaving with threads that are like sewing thread. And if anybody has warped a loom before, that's a pretty big deal. And they do it all the time. So let me see. I've added some pictures. I just have to find the products. Okay, so these are all sarongs. The scarves that we have. And there are some wool and silk scarves there that were bought in another weaving village. And
got a request to see this indigo dress.
Okay, that's kind of a little bit of a jacket.
Jacket, sorry.
That's okay. Yes, those are nice. That's the one I wear all the time. All right, so Maheshwar was again on this central India trip, and she is sitting on the ground. So this is where women weave. Traditionally, the men were weavers and the women took care of the home and the kids and the children. So what this area in Maheshwar is doing is teaching the women to weave, and the men, they're teaching them business. how to run their business, how to function as a business and not use a middleman. Now, this woman is filling the bobbins that are then used on this loom. And they have what's called a fly shuttle. Let me just do this one more time. See, she's pulling right here. And she's not, and there's a shuttle in this piece that's going very quickly back and forth. But because she's using her hands and it's not mechanized, it's still considered hand weaving. Let me see if I...
Are you ever going to get a loom again?
No, I am not. I am not going to get a loom again. I am done with that. I'm one of those people now where I can buy my fabric. It's kind of a process. So there she is from behind her. So these are harnesses. These are usually thread, and that every warp goes through each thread. It's very time consuming. I don't know how, they must do it faster than what I do. So let's see what else. Did I get any more pictures in there? So these are hand wovens. They are by the piece and the measurements are there. So I got pictures in the first couple of them, but let me show you what the fabric looks like. Now, I have not washed these. So, they are cotton, but it is a wonderful cotton. So, anytime you're buying fabric for garments, you need to pre-wash as you would wash the garment. And that is really important. These are cotton. I'm pretty rough on my stuff. I actually, if it doesn't go in the dryer, I don't get it, except for maybe this dress. But these are, you always want to prep your fabric. Yes, there will be some shrinkage. No, I don't know how much there is. So that is a single color. Now, we have this piece here is cotton, but it has some pattern in it. And this is all hand woven as well. So then the Maheshwar fabric's there, but look at this one. And this is not up yet, so I'm just going to tease you a little bit. But look at this piece. This is 5 meters. Yeah, 5.5 yards. They do meters. So this would have been a piece that was woven for a sari. And many times that the sari, they have extra fabric that they sell for the pants and the top. But this is for the piece that is the sari that wraps. And anytime they use a metallic thread, is going to make it a little more expensive to create the yardage. So that is the hand weaving area. So as I said, I wanted to tell you about the changes in the website, that I'm trying to show you where I've been and where I've bought the products and who the people are behind it, because that is the most exciting part of touring when you're looking at textiles and is to see the person who's creating them. And I'm trying to be able to have that come through to you on the website as well. So hopefully you'll take a time to look at some of the changes and the pictures that I've added there. You can always put some comments. I'll have to look at them later. The comments on the Facebook Live. I'm happy to answer questions. And I've tried to only show you what is available to everyone, whether you are in the area or whether you are outside the area, that you can purchase these things as well. They're wonderful gifts for yourself, if not somebody else. We hope to see those of you who can participate in the shop hop that starts July 1st. And we are prepared and getting really excited about that event. And come and visit us in the summer. It's a great place to be creative and inspired. So thanks for joining me, and I hope that you have a creative day.